It's Saturday morning and I'm looking pretty wild and woolly, but just walking around the property today. Behind me is where we'll watch out for deer when it's time. Got a deer stand over here. I set up a blind. We set up a blind right over here. But anyway, just take you on a walk with me this morning, kind of show you around. Out here is where we'll set up the feeder and stuff. We'll set up the feeder out here. I've put, on one of my past videos, I set up some peanut butter traps, not traps, peanut butter stations at trees where you screw the jars onto the trees. You cut the end off of the peanut butter and there would be tracks underneath it. And you can see where the deer has licked it out. Probably other critters have too, but you would see the deer tracks underneath. So they're proven, they work, and we've shot a few deer out here. So anyway, we'll work on that later. But I'll tell you what, this morning I had to get on to my pup. He's still a pup. I had to get on him. He was chasing a couple of my chickens around this morning, and I went out and said, "Stop chasing those chickens," and he quit. He came back to me, and then I came back inside, did a few things, and came back out this morning, and there's a dead chicken at the end of my walkway by the front door. I don't know if, he thinks if he brings it up like a cat does, like a cat brings up a mouse like a prize, like he's proud of it or what, I don't know. I got onto him, and I don't have proof that he killed it, so I don't know. I need to, I have some in a coop that I keep in a coop, and I might end up having to do that because we've lost a few chickens here lately. Aren't those pretty? So I'm going to walk out to my coyote trap that I've got set and throw that dead chicken on it. So there she is at the end of my walkway. Right here, like a present. So we're going to grab her up and take her out to the trap. So we've really had a time with predators this year on the homestead. There's my coyote trap I've got set. Apparently they're pretty smart. But, we haven't lost any sheep since I've had it set, so maybe they just haven't got, out here or whatever. But I'm going to put this chicken up on top of it here to where it will have to step on that trap. I'll try to fix it. Alright, so I've tossed him just right up on that pile there. I've got you can't see because of my shadow. Anyway, I have the trap. It's underneath that dirt. I've got like a layer of dirt sprinkled on top of that trap there. So hopefully if they want some chicken meat, they'll come right there and step on it, and we'll have a coyote. One less coyote to worry about anyway. I'm going to venture down over here a little bit further to the fence line. Oh, there's a chicken feather right here. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, I don't know about that feather. But anyway, I'm going to walk down here a little bit further by the fence line and see what we've got going on here. Like I said, I don't think they mind our scent because they sure do come out to get the sheep, and I walk out here all the time. It doesn't seem to bother them. So yeah, this is where at least this is where they go out at. I'm not sure if this is where they're coming in or not, but I'm going to put a snare here. Just right down here, I'm going to put a snare, see if I can catch him going back in, if that's the way he goes back in. It looks, apparently that's where they drag the sheep back through. It's always a work in progress, isn't it? On a homestead. I'm going to have to revamp my coop and go ahead and leave the chickens in there. So anyway, hope y'all are having a good day. Just thought I'd have you join me on my walk. I also wanted to say that if you have subscribed to me, you're a homesteader, you're whoever, you have a YouTube page and you subscribe to me, please let me know so I can subscribe back to your channel. We've got to support each other. And I don't see all who has subscribed to me. So I'm on my way back now to the house, and gosh, I'm just thinking about fried green tomatoes. Doesn't that sound good? Maybe I should add that onto this video. Make some fried green tomatoes for lunch. Yeah, that sounds good. Just grab a couple here. Looks like a big one. I think I've got a couple in the house too, but we'll grab a few here. Alright, yeah, so I wasn't kidding. Let's make some fried green tomatoes here. Okay, I picked those tomatoes, and let's start off with some milk. I'm going to put about a cup of milk there, maybe a little bit more. Do a couple of eggs. I'm going to do 2 eggs. I think I usually go with the rule of like 1 egg, 1 cup of milk, you know, 1 egg per 1 cup of milk. But anyway, I've got, you know, about a cup and a half of milk there. I've got 2 eggs, so I'm going to whisk that up. Alright, I'm going to whisk that up, and then I'm going to set it off to the side and get our flour ready. I'm going to do a cup of flour. Okay, I'm doing a little bit more than a cup of flour. I'm going to do about a half a cup of yellow, just plain old yellow cornmeal. Maybe a little bit more. I'm not much for measuring, as you guys know. So let's do some breadcrumbs too. This is like seasoned, I think it's Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. I'm going to do about a half a cup of that. And we'll get that mixed up, and that's what we're going to dip our maters in. Give it a little whiskey whisk. Add a little salt in there too. You can put whatever you want in here, you know that? You could use pancake mix if you don't have flour. You can use cracker crumbs, you know, crunch up some saltine crackers if you want to. Put some Italian seasoning in there. Put Cajun seasoning in there. You know, salt, pepper. You just do it however you want. It'll turn out good anyway. I decided to add some Tony Saturates here. Yum. Alright, baby, let's get these maters cut up. Look at the beauty. Is that beautiful or what? So I'm going to cut these, I'd say about 1/4 inch thick. And I might go pick me a couple more of those tomatoes. Whoops. Anyways, I'd say, you know, that's, you know, not too thin, not too thick. These are going to be so good. Let me get these finished up, and I'll get back to you. I went ahead and grabbed another tomato. These are, you know, they're probably like medium size. They're not large. They're not, you know, too small or whatever, but isn't that pretty? So I'm going to dump these into the milk and egg mixture. Just dump them all in here. And then I'll take them over and we'll dip them in the flour and get it frying. Got my oil heating up, and I've got my plate ready to go. I've got newspaper and a paper towel on top. Okay, I'm going to do the water. Oh, baby, yeah, she's ready to go. Alright, so oil's ready to go. I've got my tomatoes here soaking in the milk and egg mixture. There's my cornmeal, flour, and breadcrumb mixture, and a little bit of seasoning. So, you know, they say wet hand, dry hand, okay? So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to kind of toss them in here and put the dry on there. You can see what I'm doing here. I did a whole video on how to cook a southern meal. We had black-eyed peas with ham, homemade cornbread, fried zucchini, and then peach dump cake afterwards, and it just would not upload. I think it was too long. So anyway, I thought, well, I'll just do it in separate sequences, you know, and I deleted that sucker somehow. So I don't know. I'm not real good with computers. I tried to retrieve it. I've looked into the recycle bin. I did get the Black Eyed Pea video posted. I had cut it up. So that is on there, but you know, I'm going to try. I'm going to try to get those recovered. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and dump these in. I've got them pretty good and coated, or excuse me, coated pretty good like that. And let's just dump it in. Alright, those are going to be good. I've got one yelling at me in the back room. Anyway, so I'll continue tossing these in, getting them coated and tossing them in, and we'll get back to you. Okay, these have been cooking for approximately 2 to 3 minutes, and I don't have that on too high because I want the green tomatoes to, you know, cook up a little bit in there. I don't want them to be like hard as a rock, so that's how I do it anyway. So right now I have those cooking on low to medium, and they're getting there. You want them to be golden. And you know what? I am totally sticking this in my fridge for later, and I'm going to save this flour mixture here too, because for supper, you know, maybe we'll have some onion rings or something like that. Who knows? I promise, I try not to do too much fried food around here, but it's Saturday. Why not? Alright, look at those, folks. Oh my gosh, does that look good or what? The top batch, I think I dropped in too early. The oil was probably too hot, so you know, it cooked up a little bit more, but you know what? They'll still get eaten, and this is what you want them to look like. I cooked them on about, you know, medium to low to medium heat, and you want them to be able to cook a little bit on the inside, warm them up at least. Straight out of the garden, guys. Isn't that fabulous? If you like this video, if it was helpful, if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and you can hit the bell for notifications for our next video. You guys have a great weekend. Bye-bye.